Mario, Luigi, and Wario. Name something that all three of these characters have in common. The most common thing? Outside of the fact that they're all Italian. They all have game series or games to their own. Mario with the platforming games, or the sports games, or even the 3D games, right? Luigi with the Luigi's Mansion titles, or even one-off stuff like New Super Luigi U, which is just an off-brand New Super Mario Bros. U, or Dr. Luigi, weirdly enough. And then Wario with Wario Land, which is basically dead now. I hope it comes back. And WarioWare. All three of these characters, they have their own games. They have their own ways of sticking out. The only character that doesn't have this sort of thing out of the bunch is Waluigi.
Waluigi, yeah!
Yes, it has been like 23 years since Waluigi's debut into the Mario universe, and they still have not bothered to experiment with the character at all.
Ah, come on!
Why that is? Your guess is as good as mine, but as some of you may already know, Waluigi at this point has really become one of the most popular and most beloved Mario characters. Hell, even potentially beating out Mario himself. And that really says a lot, honestly. I mean, this lanky purple guy who often loathes in self-pity, feeling that everything goes well for everyone but himself. You can't help but feel relatable to the guy, you know? And it's not even just that either, but Waluigi's just weird and wacky flair, right? Him trying to be overly romantic with the rose and shit. Like, everything about Waluigi is just so weird, but interesting at the same exact time. And I think it's just his wacky-ass nature being the reason for why so many people love and adore him. And why some people would probably want a Waluigi game. Or, you know, the lesser Waluigi in Smash. But we're not gonna get into that. I would like a Waluigi game to happen one of these days. Whether it be some kind of RPG, some kind of adventure game. Hell, I'll even take a detective game. A fucking Detective Waluigi game would rule. But yeah, like, it's insanely shocking how they have not done anything big with this character since 2000. And yeah, you could argue, oh, well, you know, they gave him, like, a couple somewhat big roles in Mario Party 3 and DDR Mario Mix. Here's the thing, though. Those are still games with Mario's name in the title. Those, as a result, do not really count as Waluigi games. And I mean, sure, yeah, like, Waluigi's roles in those games are pretty big, somewhat. DDR Mario Mix kind of hit worse, though, because the game advertises it as Waluigi being the main antagonist, who you just face throughout the game. But instead, you get blue-balled by Bowser in the end. And Waluigi's just nowhere to be seen after the first world when you beat him. Which is insanely stupid. Like, I get it, the whole self-pity thing and all that, but come the fuck on! You had high potential with the character right there, and then you just dropped the ball with it. How? In any case, I think it's an understatement to say that, like, Waluigi getting his own game would probably sell a lot.
Yeah!
You know how much stuff like the Mario RPG remake or the 1000 Year Door remake is going to sell? Imagine that topped off with a Waluigi solo game. Just imagine. Okay? Shit would be fucking crazy. And it's also just the fact, too, that Waluigi is just loved by so many. That, I don't know, it's just so weird. They have not given this purple man his own game. Like, again, you got Mario with his platformers and stuff, Luigi with the mystery ghost hunting games, and then, you know, Wario with another platformer and some weird spin-off party game thing. Weirdly enough, I don't know why Waluigi hasn't been added to WARIO. I never understood that. But anyway, point being, Paper Mario fans, right? They spend the hell out of Nintendo's social medias to get 1000 Year Door remake. I can't tell you how many times I would look and I would say, give us 1000 Year Door, remake 1000 Year Door. Or even Mario Kart in this instance, right? People begging and demanding for Funky Kong to be added to Wave 6 before eventually getting him, right? You look at that stuff and you kind of think to yourself, huh, those people got Nintendo's attention really easily. Only by spamming their social medias. So I think you all know where this is going. And yes, I'm going to basically do the same thing, but for a fucking Waluigi game. I'm going to go at Nintendo's Instagram and their YouTube whenever they post some kind of new thing or something, and just literally pull a whack-us here and just constantly go like, oh, give us a Waluigi game. Oh, hey, you know what would be cool if you gave us a Waluigi game? Now, of course, I don't encourage anyone else to do this, but I mean, if you really want to, if you really want to join me in this, then by all means. Don't think that I will ever stop you in the slightest. But yeah, it's just so insulting how Nintendo has slept on Waluigi's potential for so long. Like, I've already gone into it on my Instagram, in, like, my stories. I literally made a story highlight about it that you can check out. But they have slept on this man's potential for so long, and I don't know why that is. Like, you're able to experiment with Luigi, Wario, even Princess Peach and Bowser. Hell, you even gave Toad his own game. A Toad! And literally it's just a mini-game from 3D World! But fully realized in an actual game. How are you able to explore and expand upon a fungus mushroom man that the paper fans hate to the highest degree, but not a beloved purple character that many people love, so much so that he basically outbeats anyone in an official Nintendo poll. Seriously. Hell, they had a fucking poll from Mario Tennis Aces where they pitted Waluigi against Luigi, and Waluigi won without hardly any effort. I feel like that says enough how much people love and admire Waluigi. And the fact that they just haven't done anything really huge with him is baffling. And I mean, yeah, I guess at this point we're used to it. But come on, you gotta throw us a bone at some point, Nintendo. You really do. If you're throwing Paper Mario fans a bone, you gotta give us Waluigi fans a bone too. You gotta throw us that bone. But yeah. And also, especially, if there is a Waluigi game, right? Like, let's say Nintendo's developing one, or whatever. Do not make Bowser the main antagonist. Like, actually, like, if you want to involve him in the story and everything, that's cool, that's fine. Just don't make him the actual big bad. Please. Please. I know him and Waluigi had that beef in Mario Party 3, but good lord. I think we've had enough of Bowser for one day. Seriously. But yeah, they really could explore a lot with Waluigi, like in terms of his personality, or just certain things about him, like his hatred for Luigi, his relationship with Wario, and especially, right, his crush on Daisy. Like, that alone should be explored and expanded upon. Like, why Waluigi did it. Was it just, like, a genuine love, or was it just envying his rival? You know, stuff like that. Stuff like that has not been answered in the slightest. Like, at all. And I mean properly. Not just some little biography or whatever placed in a Mario spin-off. I mean, you know, shit that should be answered within a full-on Waluigi title. And not just, you know, one of the Mario parties, you know? But yeah, I think it's about time for our purple friend here to finally spin his way into the spotlight. I'm gonna keep trying at it. And I mean, hey, odds are this is gonna be pretty pointless. You know, and if it is, then I mean, hey, just another day of a delusional Waluigi fan. But, yeah. This is weirdly going to be one of my first little discussion things, but yeah. Thank you all for watching, thank you all for listening, and yeah, have a wonderful day!